All right. Okay, my friends, let's get on our backs today. So if you would like to use your blanket and set up for a gentle heart opener this morning, you just want to keep a nice fold in your blanket, nice and flat. And just bring it back up and make sure that when you lay back that your head is supported at the top of the blanket. So make that adjustment as you lay back. And just make sure that you have that little support at the base of your head. And again, this is an option, so if you would prefer not to have the blanket underneath you, that's fine as well. Legs can be straight, can be bent. If you even want to take a bound angle pose, you can bring your heels together, let the knees fall open. If your knees are bent, you can bring them together, let them knock in towards one another. Just find whatever is the most comfortable that you can relax fully. So take a few moments to get yourself settled and let your arms fall wherever you wish. And we'll take 3 conscious, intentional breaths this morning. So let's take a big breath in. Inhaling through the nose, fill the body. And then exhale, let the mouth open, let the breath pour out. Big sigh. Again, take a big breath in. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. And take one more. Beautiful, deep, full, rich breath. Inhaling. Exhaling, and feel yourself soften back. Relax the shoulders back. If you're on your blanket or prop, maybe start to notice the opening across the chest. And just let your arms become heavy, the hips, the legs. And this morning, I'm going to ask you to just bring your attention to the tip of your nose and just feel the breath at the tip of the nose this morning. So just all our awareness on the inhale, breathing in, feel what happens at the tip of your nose. And breathing out, the sensation at the tip of the nostrils. Breathing in and breathing out. All of our attention at the tip of our nose. And maybe you can notice that just this simple act of just holding our attention at the tip of our nose can change the pace of your breath automatically. Slowing it down just a little bit. And that's really all that we're doing here this morning, is just holding our attention at the nose with that sensation of the in-breath and the out-breath. A nice, slow, steady inhale. And a full, complete exhale. And as you lay here with this attention, just this simple act of just placing the awareness on the nose, maybe you start to notice the body relaxing. Just this simple little act of paying attention. We don't need any fancy, rigid protocols here for our breathing practice or our pranayama practice. Something simple and easy, yet it has such wonderful effects in our body and our being. So we'll take a few more cycles like this, just breathing, continuing to hold our attention at the nostrils. And before we get started, I'm just going to invite you to think about what kind of energy would you like to bring into your body at this point? We've had a lot to digest recently in the world. It can be a little stressful to say the least. So just imagining how you want to be. What kind of energy do you want to sit in? Maybe you want to think about a sense of calm and peace and ease. Imagine what that feels like. We've all had moments in our life where we felt that sense of peace and ease, and just bring that into the forefront of your being, your feeling, your mind, remembering and knowing what it feels like to be at ease. And as you breathe in next, just welcome in that sense of ease and peace. As you breathe out, settle into that energy, that sense of peace and ease. And we'll just take a couple more rounds of breath, inhaling, welcoming in what you want to draw in, what you'd like to cultivate. How do you want to be and show up in the world? Exhale, relax into it. Maybe another round of breath here, inhaling. Exhale, letting it go. As you're ready, if your knees are not already bent, I'm going to ask that you bring each knee up, placing the feet on the floor. And if you have that blanket or towel underneath you, just roll to one side and gently remove the blanket or towel and just set it aside for now and come back onto your back. We're going to bring the feet a little closer into our hips here. We're going to rest the arms at our sides with our palms facing down, right alongside our body. We're going to be doing some breathing bridge. So once you're set, keeping the gaze up at the ceiling here, on your inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips up away from the floor towards the sky. Exhale to stay here in bridge. Inhale, press the back of your forearms, your triceps, into the floor. Open up the heart a bit. And exhale, slowly lower back down, one vertebra at a time, back to the floor. So we're going to repeat that for a few cycles here. Inhale, press and lift up. Exhale to stay. Inhale, press into the back of the arms, open the chest. And exhale, lower slowly, return to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we stay. Inhale, gently pressing into the back of the arms. Maybe the heart lifts a tiny bit more. And exhale, releasing back down. Take a rest here, or we'll do it one more time. Your option. Inhale, lift. Exhale to rest and stay. Inhale, pressing back. And exhale, lowering down. Take one knee up to the chest and then the other. Give yourself a hug here. Gently rock yourself side to side. Perhaps you would like to roll the knees a bit. Give that low back a little attention. And if you want, you can also maybe send the hands down towards the shins, maybe grab the shins or the ankles, draw them up close, the knees open a little bit, kind of a modified happy baby. Remembering through the practice today, I'm going to be offering different options for some of our poses today. So please, please, please take the one that fits your body best today. Alrighty, everybody. So roll to your favorite side and we'll come up to seated. You can take your time here, maybe grabbing that blanket again to set it up underneath the hips. Coming into an easy seat. Whatever's comfortable for you, whether the legs are crossed or maybe the legs are a little bit looser or out in front. So take your hands here and just place them on either side of your hips. And as you inhale, press into the fingertips to help lift the spine, lift the heart a bit. Maintain that straight spine. And as you exhale, draw the left hand across to the right thigh. Coming into a little twist here. And we're going to take the right hand, we're going to just float it up off the ground an inch or two. And I want you to bring your attention to your scapula, your shoulder blade on the back. We're going to draw the shoulder blade up. We're going to draw it to the spine, back, down, and then around front. So making circles with your scapula here. Bringing it up, back towards the spine, down, and forward. Circling that scapula, the shoulder blade on the back of the ribs here. We'll go ahead and rest the hand down, draw the shoulder blade back towards the spinal column, and see if perhaps maybe the twist goes just a tiny bit further here. You can turn the gaze to the side or in the direct line of your heart and just breathe here for a moment. Float the right hand up, turn your thumb down, bend the elbow and bring the back of your hand somewhere along your low back, around your sacrum. Draw the shoulder back once more, the elbow back. Take a breath in. Keep the right hand where it is. Exhale, come to center, bring the left hand out to the left side, crawl the fingers out. Inhale, side bend. Keeping the right hand back behind you. Keeping that elbow drawing back, shoulder back. Next, inhale, release the right arm, sweep it all the way up and over. Bringing your bicep by your right ear, palm is down. Breathe into your right side body. Big breath there. As you take your next inhale, just simply come all the way up. Exhale, bring both hands to rest on your thighs. You can close your eyes here if you like, but I just want you to take a moment and notice the difference side to side. Compare your right shoulder to your left, the right arm to the left. Maybe one arm feels lighter, one arm might feel heavier. Does one shoulder feel higher or lower? Maybe compare the side of the ribs from the right to the left. Just noticing differences here. Not looking for anything in particular, just what you feel. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and place the hands back beside us just to encourage us to sit up tall on that inhale. And as you exhale, let's take the twist to the opposite side. Right hand comes across, rests on the left knee or thigh. And just going as far, not pulling yourself into the twist, just go as far as your body naturally will go. And we'll take those scapular circles once more on this side. So drawing the shoulder blade up, back towards the spinal column, down and forward. Making these nice big circles with the left shoulder blade. And then we'll go ahead, release it down, draw the shoulder blade back, rest the fingers back, and maybe take a tiny bit more in the twist. Keep sitting tall, breathing down all the way into the belly. We'll float the left hand up, turn the thumb to face the floor so the palm faces back. Bend your elbow and bring the back of your hand to the low back. Draw that shoulder blade and elbow back. Inhale the breath. Exhale, return to center. Right hand sweeps out to the side. Walk the fingers out a bit. Inhale, take that side bend. Keep drawing the shoulder and elbow back. Remember, not aggressively. Keep it soft and gentle, but still creating that opening. Next breath in, release the left hand, sweep it up and over. Reach the fingers, opening up the ribs, the side waist. Breathe, use the breath, create some space. Inhale, come on up, and exhale, return back. Rest the hands on the legs somewhere and take a moment to notice, hopefully feeling more balanced now in the shoulders and the arms from when we took that break between sides. So one more time, inhale to sit up tall, press into the fingers, bring the hands in front of the knees here. We're going to do seated cat-cow today. So as you inhale, draw yourself forward. You may tilt forward ahead of your sit bones, lift the heart. Exhale, rounding into the back, tilting back, chin to chest. So inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, rounding back. Continue at the pace of your own breath here. Inhaling, lifting the heart, finding that curve in that lumbar lower back. Exhale, rounding everything out. And maybe just see if we can keep this as a fluid movement. Couple more cycles of breath here. Letting whatever round you're on now be your last round. And just go ahead and return to a nice neutral seat. So we're going to transition now. We'll swing the legs out. Come on into table for a moment. If you would like to set up your blanket under your knees for some cushion and some support, please go ahead and do this. Remember, props are welcome and encouraged. Once you're in table, we're going to bring the knees wider out to the edges of the mat, big toes together, and we're going to sink back for a wide leg child's pose this morning. So, excuse me, sink your hips towards your heels, walk your hands out, and begin to dip the forehead and heart towards the ground. Think about that breath we used at the beginning of our class, breathing in, welcoming in that sense of peace, groundedness, ease, whatever it was you were hoping to cultivate today. And exhale, relax back into it. A couple rounds like that. Slow, even, deep breath here in child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Welcoming in on the in-breath. Releasing, softening on the out-breath. On your next inhale, draw yourself back up to table. Bring the knees so that they're closer in towards one another and that you're stacked. We're going to draw our right knee forward today. So bring it forward, bring that right foot between your hands. Use props if you have them and you would like them to support yourself. We're going to just sink here for a moment, letting the hips sink, maybe feeling a little bit of opening, lengthening for that left quad, left hip flexor. Just keep the gaze out in front of you for a moment. Remember, this is gentle. We're not forcing our hips down. Then bring your right hand to your right thigh. On the inhale, press up and rise the left arm up straight. Coming into a lunge position. We'll keep the right knee over the right ankle. As you breathe in, side bend gently to the right. So I'm just going to go over on an angle here. So we're side bending. Keep this right hand on the knee to support you. Take a breath in, reach with the fingers. As you exhale, draw that left elbow back and down. Inhale, reach up, side bend. Exhale, elbow back, cactus arms, really drawing that shoulder and elbow back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it back. One more time, inhale, side bend. Exhale, elbow comes back. Inhale the arm up, both arms come up. Exhale, begin to lean forward, bring the hands down, and we're going to start to straighten into our right leg. Notice that I'm not going all the way straight. And what we're going to do here is we're going to flex the foot back and then point the toe. We're just going to rock on the heel here, back and forth. Moving between pointing the toes, flexing the toes. And as you do this, you may notice that the back of the leg starts to loosen a little bit and maybe that knee can become just a little bit straighter. Not worrying whether it becomes all the way straight or not. Just flossing the back of the leg there. And now I'm going to ask you to choose which one feels more nurturing to you today for your practice, whether the toes are pointed or flexed or anywhere in between. Find that spot, take a pause. Inhale your ears away from your hips, get long in your spine. And exhale, take your fold here, coming just as far as is comfortable, noticing a sensation of lengthening in the back of that right leg. Keep your breath slow and steady here. And then on the next inhale, bring yourself forward into your lunge. Bring your hands out where your right foot is. Draw the right foot back and come into supported plank on the knees, shoulders above the wrists. Take a breath in, exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Hands are at your mid ribs. We're going to take a cobra here. Inhale, head, neck, and heart. Exhale, lower down. Move the hands out an inch or two wider. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Move the hands out one more time, maybe just off your mat. And inhale for cobra. As you exhale, turn the head to the left. Dip the right shoulder down. Inhale the breath. Exhale, drop your chin towards your left collarbone. Inhale, lift the chin back up. Move to center. And exhale, lower down. Other side, inhale, rise to cobra. As you exhale, turn the head to the right, dip the left shoulder down. Inhale your breath. Exhale, chin towards right collarbone. Inhale, bring the head back to center. And exhale, lower all the way down. Bring the hands back to your midrib. Inhale your breath and move to table. As you exhale, round into cat. Draw the solar plexus back and up towards the ceiling. And inhale back to a more neutral spine. Working the other side now, we're going to bring the left leg forward. Hopefully I'm getting my right and left correct today. I had a problem last week with that. And just go ahead, bring that foot between the hands and sink in, just letting the hips sink as much as is comfortable. Letting the hips be heavy, just letting them hang down, letting that opening happening in the front of the right hip happen naturally. So we're not forcing here. Taking some slow, even breath. Bringing the left hand to your left thigh. Inhale, help yourself up. Press into that thigh, sweep the right arm up. As you inhale the breath, we're going to bend to the side. Going to stay here for a moment. Remember, we're using this left hand to help support us. What also can bring us some steadiness here is very gently think about drawing the inner thighs towards the midline. Take an in-breath here. Exhale, draw the elbow back, bending into a cactus arm. Inhale, back up to your side bend. Exhale, elbow back. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale to center, both arms sweep up. Exhale, bring it forward. Begin to straighten now into your left leg. Remember, soft bend here at first. Support yourself with your hands and just begin to rock on your heel between pointing the toes and flexing. Rocking back and forth and just noticing what starts to happen in the back of the left leg a bit. Maybe it starts to release a tiny bit. Couple more times. And then find your point where you would like your foot to be today, anywhere between pointed and flexed. Inhale, straighten the spine, ears away from the hips. Exhale, take your fold. And again, we definitely don't have to come very far to notice the sensation in the back of that leg. Make sure your jaw is soft. Relax the shoulders. Notice the steadiness of your breath. Next breath in, come on forward. Bring the hands forward. And once more, draw the leg back to supported plank, knees on the ground, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale the breath, exhale, lower down. Same cobra we did before. First one, hands are at mid-rib. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and heart. Exhale, lower down. Cobra number two, hands move out about an inch or two. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Third time, hands just off the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, head turns to the left, right shoulder dips. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop the chin towards that left collarbone. Inhale, lift the chin, draw back to center. This time, exhale, go right into the right side. Turn the head to the right, dip that left shoulder down. Inhale your breath. Exhale, chin to right collarbone. Inhale, lift the chin, draw to center, and exhale, lower on down. Hands back to mid-rib. Inhale, press up. All the way back, take it back to that child's pose. Rest the arms down. If your shoulders are really talking to you after that little bit of cobra, you can bring the hands back. Lay them by the side and let the shoulders drape forward. We'll just be here for a breath or two. If your arms are already out, we'll sweep them back out front. We're going to rise up. We're going to tuck our toes. So options here, you can just sink the hips back a bit and maybe just start to lengthen the back of your feet. If you like, we're going to lift up into a downward facing dog. But again, this is optional. If you're not feeling downward facing dog, just stay here, pressing back, opening up the back of the feet. For those who'd like to, we're going to inhale the breath, look forward. And then as you exhale, begin to hover the knees, lift the hips up. Turn the gaze back towards the knees or ankles and press the hands into the mat, trying to push the top of the mat away. Knees stay generously bent. You start to maybe wiggle the heels a bit here. And I'm going to have everyone on your inhale lift the heels and come up onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, really bend that left knee and sink the right heel towards the mat. So we're just letting that left leg kind of hang in its socket there. And we're just going to switch sides. We're going to inhale, come up onto the heels of both feet or onto the ball of the feet of both feet. Exhale, this time really bend the right knee and send the left heel down towards the floor. Let that leg just dangle here, maybe give it a little shake. Inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, sink both heels. Inhale, lift both heels, turn the gaze forward, bend the knees. And begin to walk yourself up to the top of the mat. Coming into a forward hanging. If you're choosing this option, staying down, just go ahead, bring one foot forward, step up to the top of the mat. Everybody meet hanging forward. Keep a generous bend in your knees. Let the head and neck relax. Grabbing opposite elbows if that feels good, and taking a sway. If you've got that, grab on the elbows, let the fingers dribble down, touch the floor. We're going to inhale up halfway. Fingers can stay on the mat, come up to the shins. Exhale, we're going to take a fold. We're going to inhale up halfway. As we exhale, we're bending the knees and lowering the hips down. Slowly begin to float the fingers. We're going to inhale into chair. So staying with bent knees, come up, reach the arms out. Exhale into your chair. Maybe draw that belly in a bit. Cinch up the waist. Strong core. Inhale, press into the feet to stand tall, reach up. As you exhale, hands come down to our sides. Gather up, bring them up to the heart. Close the eyes. Take a breath here. Feel the feet on the earth, grounded, connected, standing tall. And then we'll take one more breath here, nice big breath in, make it a cleansing breath. Exhale, let it go. Let your eyes float open at the bottom of your exhale. And we'll inhale the breath and let the arms sweep on up. As you exhale, come back into your chair, sitting down. Maybe bring the arms forward this time so that the shoulders can really relax. Just reach the hands forward. We're going to lift the left heel. And then we're going to switch, drop and lift the right heel. So just alternating back and forth, kind of marching in our chair, back and forth. Option for a little extra challenge and balance today. Maybe lift up onto both heels, onto the balls of both feet. Or just keep marching. Or even just stay still in chair with both feet on the floor. Everyone's going to take one more breath. And as you exhale, everybody dump it forward and come into your fold. Let it all go. Go ahead, inhale yourself up halfway, nice long spine. As you exhale, send that left foot back into a nice lunge. Keep the heel lifted in the left foot. Set your foundation. We're rising up to crescent. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, find your crescent, settle in. Today, I'd like you to think about keeping the back knee soft. So we're not really pressing down through that heel. We want to have a little bit of movement in that back leg. We're going to inhale the breath. As you exhale, bring the hands to the back of the head or behind each ear and twist to the right. Soften that back left knee. Inhale the arms open, flower open, left arm front, right arm back. Exhale, sweep the right hand forward, turn the torso front, draw the hands to your heart. Inhale, you can straighten a bit into that front leg, reach tall. Exhale, bend back into the knee, hands to the ears, turn to the right, twist. Inhale, flower open. Exhale, sweep the right arm front and to the heart. One more time, inhale, straighten and reach up. Exhale, hands come down, elbows out, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep it to the front, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop your back left heel, turn the heart to the left side of the mat, bend, find warrior two. So now we're a little bit more active in this left leg now. Pressing the baby toe edge of your foot to the mat, bending out over your right knee, arms reaching now, the right arm front, left arm back. Take your left hand and turn the thumb to the floor. Coming back into the bind we did at the beginning, bend the elbow, bring the hand to the low back, somewhere along the low back. Flip your front palm, inhale to a reverse. Keep the jaw soft here. Drawing that left shoulder blade back a bit, elbow back. We're going to inhale, straighten into the front knee. Exhale, bring that right arm back, level with the floor. Turn your right toes in, facing the side of the mat now. Both of our toes are facing in, heels out. Left hand still at the base of your spine. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, slightly bend the knees, hinge from the hips, and come forward into a forward fold. Again, that left hand is still resting on the back of the sacrum or the low back. Let yourself dangle here for a moment. Bend the knees as much as you need to so that that right hand can come to the floor. We're going to inhale up so that we're halfway lifted. Keep the right hand on the floor underneath your nose. Draw the left shoulder blade back, twisting the heart towards the left, and then release and sweep that left arm up to the sky. Inhale your breath. As you exhale, bring that left palm forward, out in front of you. Return the heart towards the floor. We're going to walk both our hands out, away from us. Turn your heels in so that the toes are out. Bend into your knees and keep walking your hands out like we do in downward facing dog. So sinking the heart and the forehead. Knees are bent. Walk your hands back in between you. Begin to start to straighten a bit into the legs. Pivot the feet and turn yourself back to the front of the mat into a lunge and drop your back left knee. Untuck the toes. Place your right hand on your right thigh. Bring yourself up. Come into kneeling. So in this lunge here, I want you to please have that left hip over your left knee. So if that means drawing the right foot in a bit so that the knee and ankle are stacked in the front as well, we'll do that. We'll inhale the arms up. As you exhale, twist to the left. Nice open twist here. We're going to bring that left hand to the back of the side hip here to support. We're going to go into a reverse, flip the front palm and inhale, reverse. So our heart is twisted to the left. We're reaching up and back. Option to stay here. If you'd like to reach down for the heel, you can also do that. Really reaching that right arm up and over. And then start to gently rotate the heart and the gaze up towards the sky. And again, no matter where you are, whether you have the foot or you're just here, that's fine. We're just trying to really get some opening here in that front right side body. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come on forward. Plant the hands, tuck your back toes, and go ahead and step up to the top of the mat and hang. Soft knees. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, take a fold. Inhale up once more. And on your exhale, step the right foot back, finding your lunge. Find your foundation, moving up into crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, settle in, soft back right knee. Maybe find a little bounce there. I'm just going to go ahead and turn around so that when I bend over, you won't have to look at my backside. So let's set into the crescent. We'll inhale here, maybe straighten the knee a bit. Exhale, go ahead, draw the hands behind the head, behind the ears, take your twist. Inhale, sweep the arms open. And exhale, left hand sweeps forward, meets the right and draws it to the heart. Inhale, reach it up, straight knee. Exhale, bending, bringing the hands behind the ears, twist, soft back knee. Inhale to open. Exhale to sweep the arm forward and to the heart. Last time, inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, twist it out. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, take it up, straighten to the front knee. Exhale, drop your right heel, open out, warrior two. Take a breath to settle into warrior two, relax your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Turn your right thumb down to face the floor, bend your elbow and bring the hand to the low back, binding it up. Flip the front palm. And let's take our reverse. Inhale. Take a few breaths here, soft and gentle. Inhale to straighten into the front knee as you rise up. Exhale, turn those left toes in. Bring the left arm down level with the floor. And keeping the right hand on the back, we'll inhale up. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, hinge from the hips, and draw the torso down to the floor. Come into your forward fold. Keep the right hand resting on the back. Release the shoulders, the head. Shake it out if you want. Inhale yourself up halfway. Left hand, place it right under your nose. Drawing that right shoulder blade back towards the spine, turning the heart to the right. Float your right hand up. Take a breath in. And exhale the arm forward, out in front of you. Walk both hands out. Turn your heels in, toes out. Bend the knees. And keep walking your fingers out into this variation of downward facing dog, I guess, right? Let your head drop. Let the heart melt. As you take your next breath in, walk your hands in, begin to straighten up. Turn towards the top of the mat, finding the lunge, dropping that. Oh, I'm the other way. Dropping the left knee. Or sorry, dropping the right knee. I'm all backwards today. And let yourself come up into your lunge here. Making sure that the hip is stacked over the right knee and that your left knee is over your left ankle. Let's inhale the arms up and exhale, twist out to your right. Draw your right hand to the low back, somewhere the hip for that support. Flip your front palm and reverse. Same option here. Staying here, maybe reaching for the heel. Keep reaching with the left fingers as you start to rotate the heart and the gaze up towards the sky. Keep the jaw soft, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And we'll go ahead and use our inhale to bring us all the way up and all the way forward to frame out that front foot. This time we're going to just draw our left knee back. We're coming into table, keep the hips elevated. We're going to walk the hands out and drop ourselves into puppy pose. So elbows can rest on the floor here, dropping the forehead towards the floor. Stay here. Option, draw your hands together in prayer. Bend the elbows and bring the hands back behind your head. Take a breath in and exhale wherever you are. Just sink the hips back maybe an inch or two, helping to open up underneath the arms. If the hands are behind your head, release the arms out. We're going to lift the forehead on the inhale and exhale. Go ahead and sink all the way back to your child's pose, maybe moving those knees wide. Make room so that the belly is not compressed, so that the belly has room as we breathe in to fill up and expand. And exhale, let it go. Once again, if the shoulders are feeling all that work that we did today, we can go ahead and move the hands back. You can let the forehead rest and draw, just letting the shoulders drape forward. Again, whatever's comfortable for you, what feels good, what feels most relaxing here. Couple more breaths. Take your rest. The next inhale, begin to just float the forehead a couple inches off the floor. Walk your hands in towards you, support yourself. We're going to come up to seated. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our blanket or our towel and get a couple inches, whatever you need. We're going to support those hips and elevate those hips up. And then just come to sit on your blanket. And take the legs out. And just notice as you're on the blanket, the bowl of your pelvis it helps to tilt forward. So you want to bring those sit bones closer to the edge of the blanket, the front edge of the blanket. And then that way you can find that nice natural curve in your low back here. So we're going to bend the left knee and we're drawing it in. We're going to draw the heel up close to our sit bone. So there is some space between your foot and the right leg, maybe about 2 fists distance between the leg and the foot. And we're just going to hug that knee in. We're going to take our hands, press ourselves up to lift the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to twist. Draw that left arm and shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Turn the heart to the right and use that right fingers behind you to support. The left hand can reach out. It can have the elbow bent. Begin to float your right arm. Turn the thumb down. Back of the hand to the low back. Drawing the shoulder back. The knees gently pressing into the outer upper arm, and the outer arm is pressing back against the knee very gently. As you inhale next, the exhale is going to lead us back center. And here we're going to have some options. So keeping your arms just as they are, maybe reaching the left arm out, you're going to just begin to fold forward. You may not come very far, that's okay. Keep flexing the toes of your right foot back towards you. You can bring that left hand to the front of the knee, elbow to the outside, and help draw yourself forward. You can keep reaching with that left hand, maybe bring it somewhere along the outside of your right thigh. And the final option today, for anyone who wants to give it a try, we can go for a bind here. So we can reach that left hand out, turn the thumb down, sweep the hand out in front of that left knee, bend the elbow, bring the hand back, and maybe catch the other hand. Or the fingers just reach for one another. Wherever you are, we're just going to inhale, and exhale, we're just going to fold on forward. Just as far as is comfortable, keep flexing those toes. Remember, any one of these is good. We're just looking for some lengthening in the back of the leg here. As you inhale, sit yourself up. Exhale, release both arms out to the side and just maybe shake them or roll them a little bit and straighten your left leg out. Drawing up the right knee now, going ahead and pull that right knee in as much as we can. Again, distance between the foot and the inner thigh of your left leg, maybe about 2 fist width. Keep flexing those left toes. Inhale, press into the floor with your fingertips, sit tall. As you exhale, rotate to the left, draw the right shoulder and right arm to the inner side of that right leg. Using that little bit of leverage here to hold you in the twist. Arm can be straight, or we can bend the elbow. Float the left hand up, turn the thumb down, and bring your hand behind your back. Taking some soft, easy breaths here. Inhale your breath. And exhale, just return your heart to center. And take whatever option you took on the other side, give it a try. So maybe we inhale, we reach the arm forward, and we'll exhale. Maybe bring ourselves into a little bit of a fold. Maybe bring the hand to the outside of that right leg. Give yourself some support here to help pull yourself forward a little bit. Remember, not aggressive. And again, if anyone wants to give the bind a try, we can reach that right arm forward, turn your thumb down. Begin to sweep the arm out in front of the right knee, bend the elbow and reach those hands towards one another, maybe taking the grasp of the fingers. Inhale your breath, exhale, folding forward. Whatever option you're in, see if your jaw is soft. The collarbones are relaxed as much as possible. You're breathing. And on the next breath in, releasing whatever you have and returning back up. Exhale, release the arms and straighten the legs out. Lean back. Create some space between the feet and just rock and roll the feet and legs back and forth. Alrighty, we're just going to scooch on forward and remove the blanket and take that off to the side here if you'd like. And we're going to roll to the back. So maybe just grab the back of the thighs here. We'll take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly begin to dome into your back. And gently, one little vertebra at a time, roll yourself on down. Gently bring the knees with you once you arrive, and then give yourself another hug here and rock yourself side to side. We're going to place the left foot on the floor, cross the right ankle over the knee, and take our good old reclining pigeon. If you'd like to, just stay here like this, letting that right knee fall open, gentle flexion in your right foot. Or draw the left leg up, grabbing behind that left thigh. Keep your gaze up towards the sky. And maybe sense that gravity is softening and pulling all those facial muscles down towards the earth, pulling the ears back. Everything in the face softens and melts. Relaxing any tension in your jaw and the throat. Inhaling your breath, welcoming in. Exhaling, letting go. Couple more cycles of breath here. Inhale your breath. And as you exhale, we're just going to unwind the legs, let the right foot come to the earth, and we're going to just switch it out. So that left ankle crossing over the right knee. Encourage that left knee to fall open. And your options here to stay here. Maybe this is really feeling very nurturing to you right now. If you like, you can always draw the right leg up and grab behind the thigh. Thinking about which option would feel the best right now. What would help you cultivate that sense of peace, that sense of ease? Inhale and welcome it in. Exhale, relax and soften into it. Maybe take a moment and just notice where sensation is most vivid in your body at this moment. Remembering there's never a right or a wrong answer here, only what is true for you. Keep yourself relaxed in the areas you're not using. And a couple more breaths. Inhale your breath. And exhale, unwind. We're going to just keep our knees bent here. We'll let the arms float open and out to a T. One more breath in, and exhale, let's twist it out. Drop the knees to the right. Breathing in, let yourself expand, maybe reach with the fingertips just to take a stretch. And as you exhale, let yourself soften into the shape here and release any gripping or holding and let the pose do the work. Allow your gaze to go intuitively wherever it would like. As you inhale next, draw the knees through center, exhaling out the other side. Take a big breath, reach the fingers, stretch the arms. Exhale, release, relax, and soften in. Next inhale brings you back to center. And one last hug. And I encourage you here to find any intuitive movement. I always like to give everyone an opportunity to take any final movement that you need that will really help complete your practice today. If you need a happy baby, you can take that. Whatever you feel your body needs before we move into Shavasana. And maybe you're already there and you are ready to get into Shavasana. So if you have some props around and you want to set yourself up, remember we're always looking for maximum comfort in our Shavasana. Whether that's support underneath the head, maybe you want to use your towel or blanket today to support the knees. So moving into Shavasana when you're ready, we'll get the legs long, letting the feet fall open, bringing our arms down. Remember to create a little bit of space between the underarm and the inner upper arm. Closing the eyes here when you're comfortable. And then collectively together, we'll take a big breath in. Inhale deeply. Exhale, letting everything go. Softening back into the support of the ground underneath us. As we allow the front of our body to melt backwards, deep in towards the back body. Releasing the gripping of the jaw, the shoulders, softening the belly and the hips. Take one more moment and draw the awareness back to the tip of the nose. Breathe in, welcome in. Breathe out, settle in. Breathing in, we welcome in that sense, that energy we want to be, the peace, the ease, the calm. We exhale, we realize it, and we sit in that energy. If you'd like today, you can stay with that awareness at the nose, or you can just release your awareness to just wander and be free. And just rest in Shavasana. Gently begin to deepen your next breath in. And take a few deep breaths here. Welcoming in. Feel the energy enter the body, radiate through all the way to the fingers, all the way to the toes. Finding whatever movement you need to ease yourself from Shavasana today. Taking your time, slow and gentle movements. Eventually bringing one knee up and then the other. If you'd like, you can give yourself another last little hug here. Little thank you coming to your mat today, taking good care of you. And in a way, we're taking care of each other. When you're ready, you can just roll to your right side. Take a moment to linger there. Notice any shifts or changes that have happened for you through your practice today. And then as you're ready, please press yourself up and meet me in a nice, comfortable seat. And once you arrive, gently close your eyes, draw your hands in front of your heart. One more breath together today to seal our practice. Let's inhale deeply. Open the mouth, exhale. Let's release it all, let it go. Bringing fingertips to forehead for peaceful thoughts, to the mouth for kind words, to our heart for loving action. And from my heart to yours, thanking all of you so much for joining me today, sharing your beautiful presence and your practice with me. The love and light in me sees and honors the beautiful love and light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.